Here on the homestead, we raise chickens and sell eggs, especially hatching eggs. So, incubating eggs is a big part of our daily life in the spring. Over the years, we have tried many different incubators, from small tabletop models to mid-size models. We're always looking for something easier, a little more reliable, and a little less stressful. Some have worked great, some have been finicky, and some just didn't hold up long term. But over the last year, we have been using the Hatching Time CT120 SH Incubator. And honestly, it's been a game changer for our homestead. The design, the setup, and how hands-off it can be once everything is just running and going has made our hatching so much smoother. We are able to hatch up to 120 chicken eggs at once. That has also helped our homestead to grow faster and become more efficient. So today we wanted to share what we've learned so far and kind of walk you through exactly how to set up the CT120 SH so that you can feel confident getting started incubating on your homestead as well. When the CT120 SH arrives, everything you need will be in one box. Now, to get it out of that box, make sure you follow the instructions because it can be a little bit of a challenge. But you'll open up the unit and it's going to come with 6 conturn egg racks, and each of these egg racks will hold 30 eggs, so you can get to that 120 mark. It will come with the humasonic unit, which is the humidity system. So this keeps the humidity within the set range that your unit needs, and it will pull water from the reservoir and add that automatically into the unit. So there's a lot less guesswork. There's a lot less manual adjustments that you have to make to the incubator, which is huge, especially when you're hatching eggs for selling. It's really a nice all-in-one kind of setup. You will get a humidity tray as well that is used with that humasonic unit. And then you're going to get these 6 hatching baskets. So you'll pull the egg turners out and put the baskets back in with the eggs when they're getting ready to hatch. The unit also comes with an adapter for the conturn egg turners, a distribution cable, and a power cable. And like I said, it's an all-in-one system. It's actually super simple setup. So let's show you how to do that. Now, the first thing that we're going to do with this incubator is plug in the adapters. So we have the conturn adapter, which is for the egg turners. And then we have the humasonic adapter, which is for the humidity. And the humasonic reservoir actually comes with a little level that goes inside the adapter before you place it onto the side of the machine. And that level is just going to ensure that you have the correct water levels on the humasonic unit so you have enough humidity within your machine. That reservoir gets attached to the side of the machine through the small hole that's on the machine. And that is how the additional humidity is going to be put into the machine. So once all those things are connected, we're going to connect our power cord just to know where we can put the water tank on the top of the machine. Now, this is the humidity tray. The humidity tray is going to go inside the machine at the base, and you will fill it with water. You want to fill it with room temperature water. The more water you add, the higher the humidity level is going to be. And the humidity that you need will depend on the amount of eggs you're using, the type of eggs you're using, the humidity in the room outside. So that's something that you may have to adjust as you go. And then we are going to add the remainder of that water to the water tank at the top of our incubator. Now, the one thing about the incubator we do not like is this lid for the water tank. It does not fit well. It is one of our least favorite things to do in the setup process. So there you have it. There's one thing we do not like. But once all of the water is kind of figured out, then we can start adding the egg racks. Now, the Contour 30 egg racks are just that. They hold 30 eggs. These are vibration-free turners, so they gently rotate the eggs, which will help improve our hatch rates. It saves us from having to come and turn eggs by hand, which is huge. We've done that in the past. It also uses the air route ventilation, which helps to keep our temperature and our humidity even throughout the entire unit. So there is a lot of really great things that are happening. It really is a nice setup for the amount of eggs that you're putting in there, and really does keep that humidity and that temperature really even. This is especially helpful when you're doing harder to hatch eggs like goose eggs, or for us, we've tried to do guinea eggs and haven't been super successful in other incubators, but this one will have a much more even rate for us. Now, once you plug in the machine, there is a control panel at the top. And this control panel, when it's turned on, will show you the temperature and the humidity of your unit. And it has a built-in alarm to tell you when it's getting too high or too low. Here you can see that humasonic reservoir heating up. And there is a light feature that you can turn on and off, so you can see inside. You can see all of your turning racks here, your water levels. And because this unit opens in the front door and the back door, you really can load and check on eggs and trays really, really easily. So it is a super simple setup process. The next step is to add the eggs to the incubator. Now, we wait about 24 hours, it could be a little bit less than that, until the incubator is nice and warmed up and it's ready for the eggs. Now, all the eggs that we use come from our homestead. We do breed our own chickens, and so we have a rooster and we have hens, and they are all hopefully fertilized. So this round of eggs that we are actually putting in is our first batch of the season. It's a small batch. We're just ensuring that our eggs are actually fertilized and that these chicks will hatch correctly. These are black sex links, which is a cross between Barred Rock and Rhode Island Reds. And so that helps us to be able to sex our chicks so that we can sell hens and not roosters. So that's just kind of what we are working on today. Now, the eggs are put into the racks with the pointy side down. And because these are contour racks, they will actually move the eggs themselves, so we don't have to come in and turn the eggs or do any of that, which is a huge part and a huge time saver here on the homestead, especially when you're not just raising chicks and hatching eggs and feeding chickens and have a garden and have, all of the things. So it's just one less step that we have to really worry about. We do come in a couple of times a day to check on it, make sure everything is going well, making sure that the temperature and the humidity are correct, making sure no alarm is going off, just to ensure that everything is okay. We are also putting in these beautiful blue-green Americana eggs. So we are going to hatch a few Americanas, and that's more for making sure they're being fertilized. These are lavender Americanas this year, which is super exciting. This is first year we did pure lavender, so we're really looking forward to seeing how these chicks hatch. Now, when you're using the CT120 SH, you want to make sure it's indoors and at a temperature between 65 and 75 degrees in your home. So this room that it's in is actually in the basement. It does get a little bit cooler. So we try and make sure we either run the space heater or leave the door open so that the heat from the fireplace downstairs can really help that room stay nice and warm. The incubator is insulated and energy efficient and uses about a third of the power that some of our other incubators use. So that's really great since we're going to be doing multiple hatches this year. And everything runs automatically, but it is important that we keep track of what eggs we put into the machine. And there's nothing for the machine to tell you how to keep track. So we just put a little sticky note on the side of the machine and we write down what each of the racks has on it, and that helps us not mix up our baby chicks. It also helps us know when they are supposed to be hatching. So whether you're starting a few batches of chicks this year, or you want to grow your flock, or you're going to sell eggs, the CT120 SH really fits kind of that middle ground when you're needing extra chicks and you're serious about hatching, but you're not going to be a hatchery. It is a really great machine. It has a 1-year manufacturer warranty, so it's really great for beginners and homesteaders who want those backyard chickens and want to have a flock like ours that just keeps growing. If you want to get this incubator, make sure to check the link down in the description. It'll take you right over and you can check out all of the different incubators that are available. We can't wait for these little chicks to hatch, and hopefully we can do a second video and show you those. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.